Hey folks, Daily Landsblog for August the 6th, 2018. The word that you were going to remind me was what, Case?
Crazy.
Crazy, which is a wonderful word in so many different contexts, except when it comes to mental health. And I'm not a big believer because it does not affect me when people make reference to mental illness in certain ways. But I realized yesterday how damaging it could be. So I'm getting my hair cut in Toronto on Yorkville. Or I guess it wasn't technically on Yorkville, but the exact street is not really that important. But when I went to get my hair washed and I came back, Jay, who cuts my hair, said, did you see the crazy guy outside? And I said, no, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, oh, he's banging on the window, and he's running around, and he was acting crazy, and people were scared, and they had to call the cops, and the cops ended up taking him away. And I thought, no, I didn't see that. Then it kind of struck me, not with reference to Jay, that he shouldn't have said it that way, because that's the way I probably would have said it. And I was horrified with myself that it didn't leap out at me. I didn't say to myself, oh my gosh, think of that. This person who was doing that was probably severely mentally ill, psychotic, schizophrenic, I don't know what. But that's a devastating thing in your life, yet the first thing we think about is referring to him or her as crazy as opposed to sympathy. Now contrast that to today. Casey and I were coming out of spin class and we were walking on Bayview Avenue. And again, I'm telling you the street, but it's not really that relevant. And there was an old man with a walker crossing the street. And he was crossing against a red light because he was moving so slowly, it was probably green, just turned green when he started walking. And cars were whizzing by. So, you and I looked at each other, Case, and I went out on the road and got people to stop, or at least I tried to. A couple of people continued to whiz by. And then he eventually made it to the side, and I went up to him, like a normal person would. And I said, are you okay? Do you need some help? And he said, no, it's okay. And I thought, oh my gosh, here you have a guy with a physical situation, a physical ailment, a condition, whatever it was. And I was immediately going to embrace him and say, okay, what can I do to help? Which is, I think, the normal reaction. But then on the other hand, you have this person who has this severe mental illness, and all we want to do is either get away from him or laugh at him. And it just struck me as being symbolic, at least in my own mind, of the difference between a physical illness and a mental illness. SickNotWeak.com, 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. I'm just really disappointed in me that somebody used the word crazy and I was not horrified by it. I'm horrified by the fact that it didn't reach out to me and say something's wrong.